Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nkonye, also known as NdiNaija. Ja. Yo, we are in February. January was quite a trying month, but I think I was able to keep it within budget, keep life within budget for the most part. There's some things that happened that I will be showing you guys later on in the year, but for now, it's time to figure out how I stayed on budget. How, if, all of the above. I think I should take this page out. So I like to do these budget closeouts at the end of the month, well, truly at the beginning of the next month. And it's just a way to track and measure what I said I want to do versus what I actually did, right? That's what you do. You set a budget, you set a goal, you track your progress, and then you review your results. So that's what this is. In my setup, I have a column for budgeted, actual, and budget review. Budget review is where I do the plus or minus from, or the difference between the budgeted and the actual, and these are the categories that I tracked. So let's calculate the total, starting with eating out. $110.22. That, I could say, is a win. 110.22. Interesting. Much lower than... I think I should zoom you all in. Sorry about this. Yeah, this is better. So we did great. We did great at that time. I think for groceries and household, I think I stopped about here. So I'm going to add this amount, which is what I had spent by the middle of the month, and then add the rest of these up. $714.90. So I was a smidge over budget. But I guess it sort of makes sense. I spent less in eating out and I spent more in groceries and household. Let's see exactly why. Okay, I went to the African store, spent 142 bucks. Did that with HEB, dirt cheap. Man, sometimes these household items really throw my grocery budget out of whack. But it's fine. It's fine. Gas. Gas isn't going to take long, so let's see. We spent 61. That's these two. I'm not going to speed that part up. 61 plus 38 plus 36 plus 35, 170. I think this means... What did I do for February? What did I decide for February? I think this means I can reduce my March. Okay, I reduced my February gas budget to $200. I mean, we spent less 170 in January. If we spend the same amount in February, winning, yes. All right, let's do that calculation again. $170. I need to start writing my mid-month in a different color so that I am not confused. So that was 170. Don't know why I don't like, well, going to say I don't know why I don't like putting the totals down here. I keep these, but I don't look at it afterwards. So that was that. Health. Okay, so we had 4946 plus 1805 plus 962. So 7713. I think my pen is just about done. We were under budget there. Activities, nothing. Miscellaneous, nothing. We did some school supplies. And that's it. The reason I have this miscellaneous here is because I need to do some decluttering around the house, and I need to buy these shelves for my garage. I'm hoping that all the shelves will come about to be about this much. I need about 2 to 3 shelves. But they are so expensive. And I'm a little cheap. So no, I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. 10 over 10, no. Yes. I mean, you might say, hey, you're spending money on stickers. Why can't you spend on something you actually need? Because it's the principle of the thing that I don't want to spend the money. That's literally the principle. Enough talk. Let's get this road on the show. Let's get this road on the show. I think I have just one thing to write a red on, and that's it. Okay. 225 minus 110, 22. Woohoo! Do that again because I like to check my calculations twice. We were under budget by 114 and 78. Here we were, I don't need to even calculate it. Here we were over budget by 1490. Gas. 250 minus 70. No way. Wow. 250 minus 70. Under budget by 180. That is wonderful. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. That is actually wonderful. And I'm glad that it turned out this way because, let's see, am I going to do this? I think I'll do my sinking funds closeout as well. Ooh, excuse me. Allergies, yo. So, yeah, you guys are going to see that some things changed. I don't want to talk about it. Can't get into it right now, but you guys will see later. But some things changed, and it got me really upset because I had to spend a lot of money that I didn't intend on spending, that I didn't want to spend. But I really should be thankful that the money was there. Even though I quote unquote stole from my sinking funds to do so, at least I didn't have to go further into debt for this particular issue. So that's that. This was 0. This was 0. So we were technically under budget. $50 and $100. Bills and such. Oh, so I haven't been able to figure out how to use my monthly. Well, I don't know if it's that I haven't figured it out or I don't know. I haven't used it. I haven't used the monthly spread yet in my planner. My plan initially was to use this for large wants and upcoming expenses, and I think I did that for February. Yeah, sort of. I sort of did that for February, but I wasn't able to do it for January. Now, normally, the way I see other people use this is that they would either highlight or put a sticker down based on the colors of the categories that they track here and just put all those down. I guess that would give me a view, a bird's eye view of what I did when, but it might be something I have to go back and do. You see what I'm saying? And then part of my issue is that I don't like to be restricted to a color. Yes, I don't like to be restricted to a particular color. I like to be able to use different colors every month. That would mean adding another decision to my plate, what color to use for what category. That's just one way of making your life more difficult, and that is not my ministry. That is not my ministry. So, debt repayment, that's pretty self-explanatory. My goals, IRS, that's just one. Credit card, the plan was the minimum is that, $77. My goal was to pay $150. I ended up paying $80 because, like I said, this huge expense came up and I could not do what I intended to do. Savings-wise, it was the same thing. I intended on putting down a total of $420, and I was only able to do this 185. And I think maybe this one worked because it's now an auto draft that I do. I consider this to be a bill. It's savings from my bills from last year, but now I consider it to be a bill, just to take away that decision of, oh, I'm going to go through and transfer this to savings. Now, no, I don't have to think about it. They take their money every month. Yeah, just like all the rest of these folks, some of them, well, these bills, especially the ones that are auto, they come by and take their money every month. So my savings is going to take its money every month. And that's that. So I want to go through the envelopes that are written down in pencil to see what I did and what I have left. And I already know this one's going to be different. So I have some more money. Okay. 150, 60, 70, 80, 184. 184. Why is it 184, you might ask? Like I said, I had to gather money from different areas to try and do something, which I can't share right now, like I said. I am thankful and grateful that this money was there, and God has always provided for me. So when the time comes when a need arises to actually use some of these places that are currently depleted, I will have enough and more than enough to meet my needs. That's what I'm speaking into existence. Yes. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Whosoever loves it will eat the power thereof. Clothing for the child. Let's see what's in that envelope. Clothing. Nope, that's uniforms. Clothing. It tells me I should have about $130. Let's see if that is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 120, 130. Okay, so that only reduced by $10, actually. So, why did I add $20 back? I don't know. I'm going to leave it. So we ended that at 130 bucks. Budget closeouts. Next would be uniforms and supplies. I tried to take, for this venture, or for this bill, this unexpected situation, because situations come up, I tried to take from the larger envelopes. Yeah. I didn't take out of all of them, though, because it wouldn't have made sense. Let's see. I should still have this same amount in here. It tells me that I do. Let's find out. Let us find out. 1, 2, 3, 300, 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So that's correct. 344. After which will be car maintenance. I'm halfway sad about this already. You guys will see that. We'll see why shortly. So, car maintenance. How much do we have? I need another thingamajig here. Just need to cut that sticker out and put it down. Let's see how much we have in car maintenance. I should just erase this. I'm sad. I am sad. I am sad. But it is well. It is well. You just have to keep going and continue, and things will come back. So let's see. 1, 2, 40, 50, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have $69 in my car maintenance fund. Wow, that is something. That is something. So there, the major places I took money from was my home maintenance and car maintenance. Just because that's what I had. And I think that brings us to the end of my January budget closeout. Yes, I have reviewed my variable expenses. Oh, I need to write down, put that back when we're done. I need to write down how much we're under budget by. How much we're under budget by, over budget by. That should be blue. So, budget review total. We are at 114. Actually, the better way to do it is to go this way, and that way, instead of doing this and instead of going backwards. So, let's add up all the categories and then move forward with it. 80 plus 50 plus 100, 1405. That is okay because of the 5 over there. All right, we actually spent 110.22 plus 714.90 plus 170. Oh no. Plus 170 plus 77.13. We spent 1,072. I should take that out. Look at that. 1,072 and 25. This is how I write when I have my stuff in the binder or in something with a coil. I just put, it's uncomfortable, but there you go. So 14, how do you plus minus? Plus 1405. That should bring me to 332.75. Something does not sound right. Something doesn't sound right. Something doesn't sound right. 332.75. Why doesn't it sound right? Let's see. 225 plus 700 plus 250 plus 80 plus 50 plus 100 is 1405. 110.22 plus 714.90 plus 170 plus 77.13 equals 1072.25. So let's add these up. 114.78 minus 1490 plus 180 plus 287 plus 50 plus 100. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? The numbers don't add up. And I don't know why. I can't see it, but if you guys can see it in the comments, please drop me a note below. I don't see where my math went wrong. I added this up, subtracted this number from this number, and got this number. However, my budget review isn't adding up. The reason is because of this. This is literally impossible. Okay. 250 minus 170 should not be 180. It should be $80. That is the answer. Let's see. 250 minus 170, boom, is 80. So how did I get 180? Anyway, it was $100 over, so this number is now correct. Yep. 332.75. Now that makes sense. So thank you for watching. I know while you guys were watching, you were probably screaming, "No, you added too much. Yep, I did. And thanks to you all, I caught it." That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. Hope you'll stick around for the next video, which should be coming soon. Your girl is getting over some burnout. It's not been easy. All right. Ciao. And if you're watching for the first time, please take the time to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment down below. Have you reviewed your January expenses? How did you do? Were you able to stay on budget? I hope you were. Let's do this and win. All right. Bye.